Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And we are having coffee. Look at this beautiful mug I was gifted. Trust me, I'm a nurse and we are a trusted profession. I unfortunately think I just ruined this cup in the microwave, which I was given two notices that it wouldn't do well, but I thought it would just spark. Not so much. I think I broke the cup. Sorry, Ellen. It was a beautiful gift and a great sentiment. So, March. This month portends to be quite tumultuous. Now, I've said that January, February, March, we're going to be all along. But March has really got the, good morning, Giselle, got the momentum from the planetary alignments in conjunction with the spiritual awakening that we are doing in the world. It has got that built in for some pretty fiery energy. And the way the planets are coming in and aligned, also some watery energy. The earth is going to be in reaction as well. And I don't believe it's because she's pissed off at us. It is just the nature of timing and things that are going on. She is shifting just as we are because Mother Earth is consciousness as well. We are all being pushed into a shift. And so the first card that came up was Spirit Keeper of the East. And I'm going to bring that up because in the book, because it is incredible. It is the new beginning energy, new beginnings. A fresh cycle is occurring in your life. This is the overarching theme. And often things get very uncomfortable. And this is true for the world as well. New beginnings, a shift in your life, a shift in the earth. Things get uncomfortable for us. So you really want to be maintaining a state of I am open, willing, and ready to receive the insights, the guidance, the understandings that are there just for you, because that's where your peace can be found. You know, our whole life has been change, and yet we decide that change is a bad thing and we're afraid of it. There is nothing but change. When you are standing in the truth of your divine aspect and your divine power, the change becomes a catalyst. And even though it is difficult at times, and sometimes excruciatingly difficult, depending on what we're going through at life and where we're at, it is going to propel you in the direction of your path and your truth and your authenticity in this life. That's really what you want to hold on to, because that is the choice you're making in your energy. If you are scared to death, and this one, there's a card all about fear. If you go to fear, and we often do, you're going to bring situations that bring you fear. And when fearful, that's just not the only reason fear can come in, or fearful situations. It is how you choose to react and act to them. Good morning, Kelly. And who else did I miss? I think Francesca, I saw you, and Barbara, good morning. And Victoria, good morning. Carmen, thank you all for joining me. So fear can be a catalyst for more fear. It can also be the catalyst to make you go, whew, I don't choose to journey this way anymore. This blue lace agate, beautiful, beautiful crystal, is very much about bringing in some peaceful, calm energy, which you look at those colors, that's exactly what it evokes, is peace and calm. Choose that regardless of what's going on. And what happens is you get resources coming to you to help you stay peaceful and calm in the midst of the storms that are going to be raging in March. Revelations, and this is time to reflect. The next card that came up, things are going to come to you, awarenesses, in your time of reflection. So when things get a little intense, maybe a little scary, when you look out to the world, because this is worldwide as well as internal and individual. We are being shaken up for a reason. It's not just for fun. It's not somebody's cosmic joke. It is time for you to step into your power and step into the truth of who you are. I've said it before in my readings here the last couple weeks about this workshop I'm offering. This is a great place to step off, to really catalyze the power you have in yourself, to really create more of a life that you want to live, that you really came to live, that deep down you know is present. You just may not have all the details. The likelihood is you don't have all the details, because we never have all the details. That's what life is about, is the process of adventuring and exploring and uncovering the details of what we came to do in our biggest path. Please consider attending this workshop. If you're kind of new, if you're wondering, if you're just, wanting to explore the possibilities within you. Day 2 is just some tools to work with your own personal energy so that you can stay balanced and more peaceful and in a place of greater trust with what you're getting and the relationship you have with your higher power. So I mentioned fiery. We are going to be having some major awareness upgrades. As a world, awareness of what's really been going on in behind scenes, in governments, in leadership. Oh my gosh, I just got this little text message from my granddaughter, my oldest one. I love you so, 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 so much. Oh my gosh. Well, that was a nice interruption. So back to this fiery energy, because we are becoming more aware inside ourselves too of how wonderful it is to live in our truth, to be the truth that we came to live in this life. Would you add the link again? Oh, Francesca. Yes, I will, but you are signed up, Francesca. I will be posting the link to that workshop. Sorry. So we've got the fire energy. We've got major awareness upgrades. If you are open, willing, and ready, having the awareness is so empowering and so amazing that I can't even begin to tell you how it feels to walk through a world that seems to be on fire, going, I know this is all part of what's going on. Like I've said before, we are in that third stage of birth in this new earth that we are birthing. And it's the hardest. It's the one every woman goes, I can't do this. It's too hard. We are in that stage. And we are at the very beginning of that stage. March is going to catalyze it a great deal. You want to create more peace in your internal system. Open, willing, and ready. Give me what I need to be aware of, to grab onto, to bring in, so that I can create more peace. And that awareness of standing in your own energy and being open, willing, and ready to awaken brings a great deal more peace inside, because as you manage your own energy, you constantly place yourself back in alignment. And that is a powerful thing. That daily energy routine that I did the challenge a couple times, once on Facebook, once on YouTube, and once here on Facebook, is a powerful way to move you forward with greater peace, greater ease, greater self-awareness. We have tools, we have ways to help ourselves. Or you can suffer through the excruciatingness with nothing, and that's fine too. I choose. I am so done with hard. I am so done with needless suffering in my life and inside myself. So that is why I do what I do, and why I offer it to those of you who are ready to stop suffering needlessly as well. Again, that workshop is going to give you tools to live more in your power and to use these things to keep you in a place of greater peace, less anxiety, less fear. Do not fear the unknown. Kind of scary looking card, but nonetheless, do not fear the unknown, because that brings reason to live in more fear. Good morning, Michelle, and everyone that's joined me. I think Wendy joined. I don't think I've met you. Debbie, good morning. Zella, good morning. Anne, good morning. And Anne, I got my necklace. I left it upstairs, but I did take a picture of it and I'm going to post it and I'll send it to you. Anne has beating spirits and she does a lot of firework with copper, and she sent me this gorgeous necklace with hearts, and I will wear it and mention it when I do. I left it upstairs this morning after I wore it last night. So thank you for that, Anne. It was absolutely gorgeous. Christine, good morning. So let's recap. Spirit keeper of the earth, new beginnings. Step into the possibilities of all the newness that is you. And you have known that things are unsettled in you, that things are changing, that things are shifting. Why not own it and run with it instead of go, ooh? Because if we live in that place of fear, we'll have more reason to fear. Step into the unknown, release the fear, and reflect. What is something I know that I want to have changed? Something that I know that is true about myself that I want to bring through. And this isn't those wild unknowns. That's you know what? I'm an artist that runs from one type of artistic modality to another. That's not a bad thing. Well, for a while, it did kind of plague me. It's like I painted for a while. I can crochet, I can knit, I can do lots of things. I just decorated the hat because that's who I am. Things are not going to keep my interest for very long, except obviously something like this that I've done forever and the path that I am fully into now, rather than kind of one foot into the other world, not really sure exactly what this all looked like. But I stayed open, willing, and ready, and things just kept coming through. I had to give up some people. I had to give up some things. And in order to really have the doors fly open to go, this is who you truly are. This is okay that you are truly who you are. And it was amazing to me how I had given my power away to someone. And I'm a pretty damn powerful woman. But I did that for almost 2 years. And it was the second time I had done that to another very powerful woman, believing things or trying to believe things about myself that just weren't true. And so, if people keep telling you something that is not true about yourself, you might want to let them go. It is an incredibly powerful thing to do, because then it opens the doors for other things. And yes, I do feel its energy. Anne was talking about her necklace. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So, give yourself time to reflect. Step into your power here. Start working your energy, because then you really are ready for the awareness. And then the last card that came up was death. And we've had this card a couple times now. Death is a wonderful thing, because it means, this card really means death to the old and bring in the new. It can portend death of someone in your life. And of course, when we have someone we love, we lose, we always feel horrible. And that's appropriate. But hold in your space that they have just stepped into that next path in life. It isn't total death. It is death to this physical existence, death to what we know as life now, but it is not death. It is a shift in consciousness, really. But that shift in consciousness is likely for all of us who are staying in this physical form and deciding to give up the way we have been, which has been pretty ineffective in many ways, and doubtful, and not engaging in the spirit and the truth of who we are. And we are now ready to stand in with that beautiful, fiery, watery energy that is coming in March. I spoke to you a bit of the healing tools, the daily energy routine being one of them, to keep yourself in balance. We're going to be healing imbalances this month. But again, we want to participate. we want to be the catalyst in our own lives for all of this transformational stuff, because that places us in our place of power. So you doing just one thing that is going to balance you daily. I love the daily energy routine, but that's not all I do. I have to sit in some form of quiet every day as much as possible. Some days it's longer than others. Some days I don't have a lot of quiet energy in me, and so it takes a bit and I don't get to sit in it long. That is the truth of who we are. We are not always the same every day, but intend to give yourself some quiet time of reflection every day. We're going to need now. Now, remember, I've talked about letting go, which opens the door for other things. New mentors, new friendships, new loving connections. The old is gone or needs to go. You all probably know that love and wisdom are our safety net. And you can go immediately when I say to you, who absolutely brings the honesty or opposite of that into your life? Ease. Who brings the opposite of ease? Who brings upheaval and chaos? That's pretty much who you probably want to let go. You want to walk away from, so you can open the door to new mentors, to new friendships and wisdom and loving connections. This is big this month. This is time to do this. And so one of the fun things that's happened since I let someone particularly go in January was the doors flew open to my going to Guatemala the end of this month, at very last and the first part of April, to check out this whole retreat site, this Lake Atitlan, all the energies there, to do an ayahuasca journey, because that has been something that I have been longing to do for many years. It just has never had the possibility to happen. And when I let go of that one person, the doors just blew open and everything fell into place for this. I will be taking 16 people to Lake Atitlan in June with this intensive healing retreat, including an ayahuasca journey in the middle of it, with plenty of time to process all that she brought through to you in this process. So put that on your radar. I'm going to be doing some more education on ayahuasca. And so I want you to know that that is coming up, because it may be in your journey to come and do that with me. Allow love in. That's another thing for this month. And I cannot tell you how powerful that possibility is. But it is also allowing it in to give it out, because that is what every single person in this world longs for, is love. Everyone is trying to get that in the only way they know how. It can be horribly misguided, but that is the truth of what we all want down to our very soul, is love. And because we all want that, true love with wisdom guides us into knowing what is true for us and what love is that we need. So what the love is, and allowing us to open up to how we've maybe looked at things that weren't love as being what was going to bring us love. Are you dependent on the state for your livelihood? That is an incredibly disempowering way to live. So look at, how can I shift that in my life? It is not that we don't all need help at some point. It is that when you give your existence away to anybody, but particularly the government, you are at their beck and call. You owe them in a way, it's like a soul ownership. When you choose a way to come through where you can own your own existence in this physical life by making your own way, or even making just part of your own way, that is a powerful stance to stand in. That is a way to move forward in your power. Open, willing, and ready. What does that even look like? There will be things that come to you that go, this can help, because that making your way in the world brings in your power, and it needs to resonate with you fully. It needs to click in to go, this is a way I can do this. So here's the truth. For me, I've tried many MLMs through my years, and the products I all believed in, I do not sell. This is just not something I can resonate with. I've tried and tried, and even as I believed that it was, I believed in the products so wholly, the last one being CBD, which I still, I'm still a distributor for. I just can't do that. That is not the truth of what I need to be doing in this world. I do recommend products, a couple of them now is all, that I actually make a little on, but that is the other aspect of what I do, the wholeness, integrative wellness. We are a physical vehicle. We want to support it. As we support it with our energetic belief and choices in the health of this vehicle, we also want to support it with the physical aspect, something like CBD, like the Empower Plus brain vitamin, like MCT oil. And I use many supplements because that is what I know keeps this physical body in its highest and best health. And and the choice I make all the time to stay healthy, and the mantra, I am well, I am healthy, I am free of viruses, I'm free of colds, I am free of infection, I am in alignment. I mean, this is a mantra I go into often, and certainly when I feel the threat of any kind of infection or viral infection, I go into that. And that is how I keep choosing wellness. I do the daily energy routine to keep the whole energetic system in alignment. I use the energetic and the physical tools and the spiritual tools because we are all of those. Integrative wellness means all of who we are. So all the readings I do, the energy work I do with people, these readings, the workshops I do, the retreats I do, are intensives because that's how I live life from every angle. If you know someone suffering greatly from trauma, history of trauma, PTSD, anxiety, depression, consider sharing my videos with them. Consider letting them know about the workshop coming up. Consider, because that's a basic and a not quite so basic workshop, so that they begin to have tools to manage their energy. I noticed one posting this morning, a mother went, so when your son is, your college age son says he's going away for spring break and you're scared to death. It's like, oh my God, please don't do that to him. Why are you surrounding him with all this fear? Why not surround him with a cobalt blue pyramid of light of protection and update and upgrade his Merkaba field and surround him with a mirror ball of protection? But no, she went into fear and anxiety and depression and all of that. And it's like, she just doesn't understand the power she has. You want to understand the power you have. And that workshop is a good place to begin to understand the truth of your power. So, I charge for the workshop. This is not a huge money-making opportunity for me, but it does need to have an exchange of energy. If you want the 2-day class and it's too expensive for you, message me. We will work it out. You do need to have an exchange of energy. And you really want to bring back your focus to love. Staying out of fear is one way you can do that. Bringing in love regularly. Using this silly, stupid little tool, shedding pure love and joy on everything you lay your eyes on for 1 minute every day will bring you into a place of higher vibration because you'll be more in love and less in fear. That is just one silly, stupid little tool that is so flippin' powerful that I cannot say enough how that can benefit you. So stay more in love. Know that there's going to be upheaval, floods, fiery stuff, governmental exposures all over the world. Things that are going to be made known that are not going to be comfortable. And we're going to be fucking pissed when we hear these things of how we've been duped, how we've been used, how we've been abused by our governmental entities. We're going to start, if not have some huge revelations in March, there's going to be stuff starting to come out. So allow love in, bring your focus back to love. I think if there's an overarching power message in this, it is love, 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 love. Love is the key. Love is powerful. Love is transformational. Shed pure love and joy for 1 minute every day. If that's all you get from this video, do just that. You will benefit. Those around you will benefit. If you can focus it on specific things, do that. If you can't, that's okay. Just shed pure love and joy on the picture on the wall, the ceiling, the curtains, the floor, the plants outside, the clouds. Everything is energy. What you shed pure love and joy on is less important for you than the fact that you're doing it. Now, if you want to help the world out a little bit, you can shed it on specific things, like the people still suffering in Syria and Turkey from those horrific earthquakes. Would be a wonderful place to shed pure love and joy. The people who are suffering at the hands of war in the world, a wonderful place to shed pure love and joy. It is an energy that goes out and ministers to whatever they need. Not my business to tell the pure love and joy what they need to do for these people. It is my job, my joy, to just send it and let them use it any way they want. So, longer than usual message. Personally, I don't listen to very long videos anywhere, and so I try to keep them short. But this is a powerful message for a powerful month. Please consider that energy exploration class that I will post about a few more times. It starts next Tuesday and Wednesday, and Tuesday is an incredibly powerful full moon. We want to release things as much as possible on the full moon and get all your crystals out. And I didn't realize that when I scheduled the class, that the first night was on the fullest part of the moon, the most intense energy. The second night is still in that full moon empowering energy. So consider that class. Please share the possibility with people you know who might be able to benefit from it. If they are suffering and in a place of fear and anxiety and trauma, the results of trauma, PTSD, stress, anxiety, irritability, share with them, because they're going to get some tools on how to manage their energies. The whole point being in a place of greater balance and love and balance. Bringing things into balance this month is also very, very helpful. So I want to I want to give thanks to Lee Harris, who does Lee Harris Energy. Part of the information and the awareness came through him. I listened to several people and it's all the same message. And so it's funny, I was thinking about Lee, and he channels some entities, consciousness. And I was thinking, I channel angels, which is great. But I was thinking, I don't get a lot of forecast energy. And then as he was going through his energy update, I realized, I was like, oh, I went through all that in January and March. And that's all of what is being brought forward in January and February for March. And I started thinking, it's like, maybe I do get forecasting energy, but I get it in my own life a little ahead of time. Something I will be exploring again. New revelations, standing into new beginnings and to the power choices I'm making on a regular basis to be powerless or to be empowered. You get those same choices. How are you going to journey through the world? Empowered in your truth, or under the circumstances, fearful, anxious, and not at all happy. Great morning to you too, Susan. Thanks everyone for joining me today. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again. Thanks, Morning Star. She says I'm ahead of my time. That may well be. We will see, won't we?